In psychological crisis intervention, you must quickly and accurately assess the needs of the person in crisis. This can prove to be a challenge. Acute crisis reactions are often in-your-face reactions of acute distress. These reactions of distress can be difficult to manage in their own right, but sometimes these reactions can serve as gateway reactions that lead to even greater distress. These secondary crisis reactions are referred to as the second storm. Welcome to the ICISF Quick Tips series. Today, we will look at the second storm of human distress. Peter Volkmann has been involved in CISM for over 30 years and is author of the CISM course, Human Spirit and Faith Tactics in CISM. Pete, in your own words, what is the second storm?
The second storm consists of reactions of distress that flow from the initial acute crisis reactions. You see, sometimes these secondary complications can surpass the negative intensity of the original crisis and compromise the entire intervention process itself, kind of snatching defeat from the jaws of victory of your intervention. So the assessment of any second storm is really an advanced but essential skill in CISM. Let me give you an example. Say you're having marriage problems. You have a huge argument with your partner, you storm out to a bar, get drunk, and on the way home you get arrested for drunk driving as a first responder. Call for the peer support team, what do they get called out for? They get called out for the arrest, which is the second storm.
Can you explain more about the slow-moving second storm?
Sometimes the second storm is relatively immediate and intense, but then there's other times when it's a gradual onset. The slow-moving second storm sneaks up on someone. This is usually recognized with their statement, "How did I get here?" It's recognized once it hits the fan in someone's life, or the crisis is recognized as the straw that broke the camel's back in my life. Say you have a traumatic incident that you experienced, and you start utilizing alcohol to deal with that to numb the pain. As time goes on, that alcohol usage increases because of tolerance level, and somebody will then state to you, "Before I knew it, I got a problem with alcohol, and I don't even know how that happened." That's an example of a gradual onset of a second storm.
What quick tips can you share that might help someone deal with a second storm?
Here are some back pocket skills that I've learned through training and experience in CISM. It's about finding the present moment and not being stuck in either the pain of the past and or the fear of the future. You see, these moment skills, these present moment skills, are reminders in dealing with the situation. So here are some things you could say. All you have right now is all you need for the moment. What you need is within reach for the moment. It's less about what you have and more about handling what you have at the moment. How you handle this situation will affect all areas of your life. Just breathe and stay alive at this moment. When there's life, there's hope. These reminders are both for the crisis interventionist as well as the person in crisis. So when I go into an intervention where I see a second storm, I just kind of have these little sayings that keep me in the present moment to help the person. So what about incorporating plans for second storms? You identify the different crisis situations in the here and now. The best way is to compartmentalize and plan each individually in the management of the identified causes of the crisis, such as family or job or community or self, and then identify any support systems. Then incorporate an overall plan with these dimensions to consider. Identifying and being able to handle second storms as a CISM team member is key in helping somebody as they move through their struggles in life.
Residing within critical incidents of all shapes, sizes, and intensities are not only the initial primary response of human distress, but also the potential for a second storm, a pattern of reactions and maladaptive coping behaviors that intensify and prolong distress. Effective crisis intervention entails the awareness of and attention to the second storm. Thank you for listening to this episode of the ICISF Quick Tips series. Until next time.